Hi friends, I was going to share with you about the Raw Before 4 diet that I'm doing this month. However, last night before bed, I read something so beautiful that really touched me, and I think you'll love it too. And it was from one of our favorite books called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend you go pick it up today. It is so beautiful. I read a little excerpt from it, a page or two, before bed every so often. It allows you to really disconnect from the day in such a beautiful way, so you're not carrying any of the stressors or emotions or anything from the day, and you're really able to clear your mind. It's almost like a little mini meditation every time. We're reading it last night, and the chapter we're reading is removing your inner thorn. And the idea is, hopefully I'll do this book justice, but I recommend you read it and read this chapter. But the idea is that we all have these inner thorns, and we tend to carry them with us. Instead of removing them, they protect them. Instead of you being in charge and control of your life and feeling free and light, we actually feel unconsciously we are being kind of burdened or limited or held down because those thorns are controlling our life rather than us just removing them and being free of them. And so what that looks like, one example it gave was, let's think of a real thorn and it's stuck in your arm. And so that thorn you take with you everywhere. And you just hope that nothing bumps it, because when something bumps it, it really hurts. So say, for example, you're in a relationship, and instead of getting close to that person and hugging that person, you actually kind of keep them a little bit at a distance because you are afraid that they're going to bump the thorn and that's going to really hurt. Obviously, that's not going to turn into a very passionate, loving, fulfilling, deeply meaningful relationship with a deep, loving connection. It's not. And if that's what you're looking for, we're going to have to remove some of those thorns. Another way to look at this is how we've set up our entire life around these thorns without even realizing it. So an example it gives in the book is there's a thorn in your arm, and when you go to sleep, you tend to toss and turn, and what you do, and it hurts because it bumps the thorn. So what you do is you end up building an apparatus that allows you to still get a great night's sleep. However, with this apparatus, you don't twist and turn and move so freely anymore because the apparatus prevents you from rolling onto that thorn and poking you. Now that apparatus you've ended up sharing with the world of other people who also have these same kind of thorns, and it really takes off. Your whole life is around getting this product out into the world, this apparatus to protect other people that have thorns. And what's fascinating is that whole time, rather than removing the thorn or removing our inner thorns or working through them and letting go and making peace with them and feeling lighter and more free, we're actually holding on to them. And we are shaping everything we do around the thorn. What's fascinating is just yesterday, if you're in Performance Coach University, I had sent an email out talking to you about this video challenge that we're doing and inviting you to join us. And one part was, my marketing brain is very wired for great business strategy. Before executing on anything, typically I'm mapping out a strategy. I'm identifying the things I'm trying to avoid or overcome, and I'm creating a plan to achieve the results I'm after. Just yesterday, I sent out an email to our students at PCU inviting us to this video challenge that we're doing, and I really highlighted to focus on progress over perfection. My business background, my strategic marketing brain is very much about do the research, get the keywords right, make sure you're on the right platforms, make sure you're pushing out at this time of day, and so on and so forth. These are the things I coach. However, we must remember progress and outcome is so much more important than task and details, right? So if we get stuck in the weeds, we really lose sight of the forest in front of us, right? And so this was so perfect because that thorn, I realized, like, one thorn that I might carry with me could possibly be somewhere in the area of perfection. The idea that if I can do this perfect, then I won't fail. And the downside of failing would be, oh, I might let others down, versus realizing failure is completely okay. Judgment is completely okay. Bring it on. It's totally fine. In fact, in the process and And in the journey, I will learn so much from it, and I can share that with others as well. And in fact, by failing or not being perfect, hopefully it even gives others, when I get back up and I try again, it gives others the courage to do the same and just say, hey, it's okay if you're not perfect, and it's okay if you fall on your face. Just brush it off and let's keep going, right? So I just wanted to highlight, whether your thorn is perfection or loneliness, I want you to just look at your life and figure out, in what ways am I protecting that thorn from getting bumped versus just removing the thorn and showing up for life in such a beautiful, limitless way, and being so courageous that even when you fall, you know that you're gonna learn along the journey and you're gonna get right back up, and that getting back up is what's going to inspire others to do the same. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for your feedback and your kind words. I'm reading them and they're beautiful. I really do appreciate it. If you are in Performance Coach University, definitely check your inbox. If you didn't get the email, shoot me a message and let me know. And of course, if you're interested in either working with us via Performance Coach University or coaching, reach out and let me know. It's a great time. It is the best time probably to get a coach as you're kicking off the new year with resolutions and goals and intentions. And there's nothing that beats having someone in your corner, as whether a sounding board or accountability or strategy or just removing blockages or helping remove those thorns in your life. A coach is your best resource. So anyway, have a great day.